Hey everybody, this is Big Gene from Raw Deal The Last Big Night. Now, the Cooking and Conversation Show here on YouTube. If I got you on here, please let me know how everybody doing, how your holidays been. I hope I got better lighting. I just decided to do this in my family room today, away from the kitchen because the lighting was terrible and everything like that. I see Nightmare got you up in here, Jackson Jeter, Marcus, got a few people in here, Reggie Roberts, Jamal, and everybody. Before I start really calling people names out and everything like that, I want to tell everybody this show is called Snoop, Soup, and the Real Bad Boy Scoop. We talked about everybody before. We talked about Suge. We talked about Dre. We've talked about Tupac. We talked about the other bad boy people. I've talked to everybody, but I never mentioned anything about Snoop. And it was kind of funny that, when I was making this soup, I said I was going to mention Snoop. Some, this called, I owe you guys this recipe. It's called a spaghetti casserole. It's crazy. It ain't like it's something that you in like your spaghetti casserole. Yeah, it's crack like that. So next time, I'm definitely gonna do that for you guys. Um, Stay with me, and we're gonna try to do this the proper way. Um, First of all, I want to give a mass shout out to Christopher White and all these people. I'm thanking them for the donation for the Cash App. They didn't have to do it, but I appreciate you taking from your family, from yourself, and showing me that you appreciate me by Cash Apping me, and I really thank you for that. And I want to give a special shout out for their Cash App. That was Christopher White. That was Michael. That was Dominique, Boris Silburn, if I got that right, Johnny Alvarez, and Tommy Bridges. Yo, y'all, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for the Cash App and show you that you didn't get a chance to see last week. Let me hold it up right here. Got plenty of vegetables. There's nothing like you can make homemade soup, man. If you can make your homemade soup, that'll shit keep you healthy and you ain't got to worry about all the sodium and everything that you get. Love it. You can't see nothing? Somebody said they can't. Great to see you again. Monique, what's going on? Keisha Matthews, how you doing? Somebody just said they can't see me. Or they couldn't see the soup. Y'all can see the soup? I'll do it again. Shit, this is good in the motherfucker. That's the chicken that I did that I grilled and put in there. Can you see the food now? Somebody said they can't see it. Player, what's going on? Okay, so I guess somebody was bullshitting me. So I hope you can see it. If you can't, I know you see me putting this shit in my big ass mouth. Mmm. And that's the recipe I did last week. You can go back to the last show and you can check out that recipe for the chicken soup. And like I told you, I want to send a special shout out to all those people, who cashed out me before. I really appreciate that. You didn't have to do that, but I really appreciate you showing me the love like that. Now, the reason I named this show Snoop Soup and the Real Bad Boy Scoop, because I know a lot of y'all want to. What up, team? Don't cuss me out. But this is the St. Louis Cardinals colors, dog. So you see this red and white and this blue in here. That's the St. Louis Cardinals, bro. I gotta rep the Lou. You understand? But it's Q-Side all the way. Anyway, um, wired up. Let me go start with this story right here, and then I can answer a couple of you guys' questions and everything like that. Everybody was always talking about, you got you seen Puff and Snoop on the Steve, I think it was Martin or Steve Harvey show. Talk about what was no East Coast West Coast war and everything like that. But I want to bring something to y'all attention that sometimes we play Monday night quarterback about certain things. And like I was told, yo, Gene, I thought you was, just trying to get your documentary out, your book out, and everything like that. And you going into a lot of details on shit, and it almost had me not ready to even just do these shows no more. You understand? Because like a lot of people say, yo, Gene, you was that dude back then. As far as anything that came through New York in the system and had to do with Bad Boy, had to do with a lot of part of the streets and everything like that. I was that connect to the connect. When guys were scared to go at guys or talk to guys, I had a good enough name in the streets, whereas that I could have people have conversations with each other to stop them from doing something that may have spent the rest of their life in jail. For instance, if you ever heard of that song Ayo Aight by Dougie Fresh, if you notice when he first come on the song, he said enough respect for the Mecca audio crew, enough respect for 112. Now 112 is our block, 112th Street. I held that meeting between Mecca Audio and Dougie Fresh. I the one held that meeting in the fish. He talked to Dougie Fresh. And it was because of me they had that relationship they had today. And Dougie immortalized it by putting it in his song. So I was that dude that I could call somebody or talk to people to stop them from doing crazy shit in the street. Now, I'm saying that to say that when you come to this internet and you hear all these guys, they want to talk shit about me, my shit is test and proven. Because I've been doing this shit for about a year and a half almost. Even with the MREX show, with the Wisdom Clear and everything like that. And not one dude came from 112th Street and said, yo, that nigga was some old fake ass nigga. Not one dude came from Slick in the Family, yo, that nigga didn't hold no position, that nigga ain't do nothing. Then not one dude came from the same gang, yo, that nigga Gene wasn't this and that and stuff like that. Because they couldn't, because they know the truth. But you got these internet cats that want to come out here, throw little threats, and y'all helping me with this. And there's a lot of people here that I gotta show appreciation to. You know what I'm saying? Plenty Pussy, Chip Ahoy, this lady Sarah. They telling me, yo, you can't focus on this internet shit. And you can't get involved with that because it's something a brother told me and I gotta realize this shit to be true. You understand? Is that the internet will have real niggas looking fake and they have the fake niggas looking real. Get that? They'll have the real niggas looking fake and the fake niggas looking real. And I had to, I'm getting at that because my whole thing about it used to be back in the day, a nigga wasn't no phone gangster shit. All these telephone tough guys, these niggas want to get on the phone and say what they'll do to somebody. And when in fact, bruh, what I supposed to be doing when you trying to do something to me? You understand? I made it through the 80s. I made it through the 90s. I made it into clubs and situations these niggas is half-ass scared to go to without a gang of niggas. So my whole thing about it is this internet, it had me so frustrated. And I know people, they come and they say to me, they say, yo, Gene, you real, you 100, you this, that, and the third. I know what I am. You understand? I'm not used to niggas saying all kind of crazy shit and getting away with it. Cause then I extend my arm and I show my niggas and I show these people how long my arm is, but I can't get involved in that, and I'm stepping away from that. And it almost had me stepping away from you guys. You understand? And I know you guys want to know the truth. I know you guys want to know what's going on and what went on. And I got a mean story coming up the day on March 9th. And this shit is going to bring tears to your eyes, man. And I'm holding this story in because it's going to bring tears to your eyes. But let's get on with this Snoop story with Bad Boy. Now, everybody know this, and some people who don't, I'm going to refresh y'all memory that Snoop and them did a song, The Dog Pound them. New York ain't always what it seemed. New York, biggest city of dreams. Whatever that, the lingo on that. Where they were stumping on the buildings here in New York City. And allegedly, if everybody know what I'm talking about, Ice, what's up, man? If everybody know what I'm talking about, they said Big sent the phone call into the radio station and say, yo, I don't know how niggas, got them doing videos in New York and everything like that. And somebody shot up the Winnebago. You understand? So I'm like, okay. But they thought it was Pac, but it was actually Snoop. But Snoop was out getting his hair braided and all his Dog Pound guys in there. Now, those Dog Pound guys are Crips, I assume, allegedly. I don't really know what what colors they are and everything, but I'm assuming that they Snoop boys, they probably was Crips, or some of them was, a few of them were, they are, they ain't. So now, Snoop was saying that him and Big was, that's my boy, he this, that, and other. He got on the radio station and say that's my boy and everything like that. So, but from what I know, and this coming out of Big's mouth itself, I knew that was some Hoboken hustle shit. And if you know what the Hoboken hustle is, it's like you try to let a nigga know that, you can't do something, but you really great at it. Or you try to fool a nigga out like, yo, I ain't really got nothing to do with it, but you got your hands all in it. So now, when we was out of California, that whole 2 weeks, you understand? Snoop was calling Big and them. And every time if Big get off the phone and get off the stuff like that, I guess he wasn't letting Snoop know where he was at, or didn't let them niggas know what they were doing and everything like that. Because Big was like, yo, this nigga's asking us what we doing, where we going, but Snoop ain't never come to the studio. Cause that's where he never come to. And if I'm in your town and you my man, and you supposed to be my boy like that, I'm gonna come see you. And a whole 2 weeks time, Snoop ain't never come see him. So Big was like on some, like, I'm not letting this nigga know where I'm at, or I'm not fucking with him. And then he got a call that Snoop wasn't even in LA. Snoop was calling them, and he was supposed to be in Miami at the time. He wasn't in LA. So you even heard Frank Alexander, one of Tupac's bodyguards, said, they were upset because they felt that somebody tried to kill them when they got that van shot up. So now I'm thinking, who allegiance is Snoop's to? It ain't to Big and Bad Boy. And why he say those are my dudes like that, when in fact, his real niggas van got shot up. Now, I'm not saying Big and them had nothing to do with that, but, according to the statement that Frank Alexander made, that they were highly upset because they thought, because Big said that on the radio, it had somebody come out there and try to shoot them. So now, Who leaders do Snoop own? Is it Bad Boy or is it the Dog Pound? Snoop was trying to find out where Big and them was at. He called them several times, but not one time did he ever meet up with them, come over to the studio, or none of that. And Big and them was not, you know, letting. I guess they was on some shit. I know he was on some shit like, man, I'm not telling this nigga where I'm at. I'm not letting these niggas know where I'm at. Because he felt a certain kind of way. So in fact, Snoop tried to fake him when he got on the radio and he said, yo, them is my dudes and shit like that. That was all a setup. That was all a setup. Because Tupac wouldn't have been mad at him. The whole if it was real, the whole Dog Pound would have been mad at him. How them gonna be your dudes, dog? And this nigga said something and niggas and got our van shot up. Our Winnebago shot up. One of us could have been dead. So out there in California, when we were doing Puffy's album in Cali, why? Don't know today. That's their business. Found where Big N was at and came where they was at. All right, y'all. So that was the story. Is it still frozen? Oh yeah, Rec would have said that shit was real spooky right now. And that is fucked up. All right. Heavy dude. Marcus. Yes. This internet is crazy, bruh. What's up, Will? Wired up. How you doing? Like, and this is I'm doing this on my phone, man. You know what I'm saying? I try to do it on my computer. So I'm going to get some I was like I said, that last show that Rec had to fix for me, that was gonna be my last show. Cause I never half-ass did nothing in my life. And now I'm learning how to do this shit. It's crazy right now. So um until I get the cameras in the right situation, you know, I think that I'm gonna do a little of the cooking thing until Rec or one of these other camera guys come over here and set the things up for me. You know, I gotta wait for these cats to do this because, you know, when it comes to coming to y'all, you know, I could tell you 1,000 different stories. You understand? Like I told you with the March 9th, I got a story that's gonna bring tears to your eyes, man. You know, and it's crazy. And I'm doing it on Big's birthday. And I mean on the death of Big, which was March 9th. I'm gonna do that story on March 9th. And like I said, it's gonna bring tears to your eyes. You know, especially you soft motherfuckers. You're gonna need tissue. Yeah. Yeah, I got a spaghetti lasagna that I'm gonna bring up to you guys, man. I'm gonna put you on this spaghetti lasagna. That's gonna be my next dinner that I'm gonna cook. But I definitely have to get the right equipment. You know, that's why I'm in my den right now. I'm shooting this from my den and not my kitchen because um, I was totally embarrassed about the lighting last time, and I was embarrassed about, you know, how sideways it came in. How much I used to bench press? I did about 375. Sometime about 375. I wasn't trying to lift up the gym or nothing like that. That's the highest I got, like 375. And being 6'7" at that time, you know, I'm still 6'7". Um, Before I tore my wrist up, I was good. Nah, Snoop never came to the studios when we was out there in California. Machiavelli, 1996. What's good? We got 497 people in the room. We got 92 likes. St. Louis always in the house. Karen Baker, how you doing? Appreciate you too, Care. Like I said, I want to throw another. I want to shout out to Christopher White, Michael, Dominique. Uh, that was Dolores Silburn, Johnny Alvarez, and Tom Bridges. Thank y'all for y'all cash apps. Do I want to tell y'all? Oh, listen. I'm gonna get off this subject right quick, but I know y'all talking about this R. Kelly shit, right? Let me tell y'all this, man. R. Kelly been filed for a long time and niggas gonna say that shit. But these motherfuckers in the industry knew what the fuck was going on. So the record labels that was backing him, all the motherfuckers knew what was going on with this cat. This cat was still charging them motherfuckers $200,000 a track. Tone Low at Detroit was going